Geno and Singularity. How high chance they can see Fortnite's future. Singularity, one of the most important and hidden Fortnite storyline characters, which the Fortnite community for some reason decided she's for sure paradigm and that's canon. Then they got proven wrong and all they could do was like me, Fortnite record, me, pretty cool up in a month for money, me.
Yo, she's fat as shit, bro. Why are they adding fat ass people to the shop, bro? Why would they add? I think she's flat as fuck. Pick a struggle, bro. You're fat as shit and you have no ass, bro. Pick a struggle, buddy.
In this video, we explain how Singularity huge chance is the everything goddess, the god of creation and light, the one which the nothing was killed and the one who the seven follow her path and get missions from. The everything goddess is half of the 0 point, since 0 point got born by the fusion of darkness and light, nothing and everything. So both the nothing and everything can have control on the 0 point and how it functions. But once the peace between the three gods broke, she hiked the 0 point, pushing the nothing away from it, doing her best not to let the nothing do horrifying things with the orb, leading to nothing's worst enemy becoming the everything. Exactly why Cube Queen in season 8 said that leave nothing behind right after crushing a light butterfly. They want to destroy and kill the everything, leaving only the god of nothing behind. Exactly why we have yet to get a full reveal for the everything. The more she shows off, the easier the nothing can find and destroy her. But in the recent videos I have made like this one, we have learned how at this point probably confirmed there are many ways for you to see visions of the future in events of Fortnite, and how the last reality have been non-stop abusing this future vision power to find and destroy the everything, while also bringing the imagination of the nothing to reality, a single perfect ordered reality. Fully explained in this video, link in the description. To see these visions, you need to make connection with the spirit realm. The realm controlled under the third triarch, ruler of the spirit. This is kind of the afterlife realm of Fortnite, the realm of the souls. And the color chosen for the core energy of this realm is golden, while blue is the chosen color for everything and purple for nothing's corruption. And now you might have questions like, why purple exactly? Why all the stories and everything make purple exactly the darkness energy? Well, that's because if you go search, purple is not really a color that you can see with your own eyes. Your mind kind of makes the color up by itself. This spirit's golden energy has spotted to be also part of the 0 point from the reality bloom and the zero bloom and the golden butterflies. In season 8, we learned how seeing visions of future is connected to the spirit realm, but we also learned how the connection to this reality has been blocked by the sideways, something currently in control of the last reality. This shows how the last reality not only abusing the energy, using it even in their cubes and seeing visions of future, but they're also doing their best to not let anyone accept themselves to get connections to this spirit energy, even though this god and energy is somewhat on the both sides of everything and nothing. Before talking about Singularity seeing the future, I want to bring up another possible character who also does, Geno himself. Geno has been the one to learn and understand the 0 point more than anyone else. He knows things that even Foundation does not. The spirit golden energy being part of the 0 point, no doubt Geno has been messing with that thing, learning its secrets and more. Not to mention this golden energy he uses, and once he does, his hands kind of turn golden as well. Geno even already knew the horrible fate of the seven. He was happy and smiling once he escaped reality 0, almost like the seven got him a free escape card from what's about to come. I really think that he intentionally wanted to be dropped into the 0 point. Do you really think the most powerful and the smartest being in the world really let people take him out like this? Oh my god! Hell nah! if he has learned all there is or most about the 0 point. He would also know how the last reality are trying to block him and the others from making connections to the spirit realm and see the future visions. Therefore, Geno all this time has needed a plan to break this curse of always losing to the last reality. How is the best way to defeat someone who can see the future except to strike from a moment they cannot see? Since we can only see visions of moments in the future from a spirit realm and not the entire future. Geno, after the everything, is the nothing's #1 enemy. He has been protecting and keeping the 0 point away from the nothing, while also making the realms outside of the 5 realities perfect too. The nothing wanted him out of this war and destroyed, so he got what he wanted by Geno being dropped into the 0 point. Once that happened, Geno took himself, Foundation and everyone into an extremely weird realm, giving me vibes of this from season 8 and season 6. To me, he did this because he could freely talk here without any future visions or anything being able to show this moment. So he faked his death here, giving Foundation his message and doing a Thanos move after. Yes, I extremely believe that this fake death was not merely to trick the Foundation, but the nothing. Geno has become the one thing nothing does not see anymore. And that is exactly why I keep saying Geno is our only hope or our only chance to win against the nothing. Geno is way too smart. He went for Doom and he would know how Dr. Doom is like too selfish and high ego. He would betray them like any day, any second. Now I predict that Geno, in order to restore comics, could very well go to Dr. Doom again, maybe kill him or become allies with him again and take away all the guns he stole from the Ice King. Use those reality destroyer weapons against the nothing, which means that he wanted Doom to kill Gunner and hide these guns away from the Seven. And don't forget how the IO is like massive. That's what she said. I know. Shut the Now to the Singularity and Everything Goddess and how she also sees the future, being the reason for everything she is also doing. Singularity built Neo Tilted and this hidden sword within it before Bunker Jonesy was even freed from the bunker. Even when he was freed, people didn't take his predictions seriously. Yet this sword was in there from day one. While because of her mech and more, a full-on black hole happened, pointed out a lot by Fortnite as a singularity, almost like she wanted it to happen. The government in chapter 1 is IO. They are IO before they had full control on the 0 point. In chapter 4, we just learned how we can very much use the 0 point and mess with it in like many ways without the need to be on contacts with it. Dr. Sloan said that they have run things successfully for thousands of years. They never ever said how IO had full control on the 0 point for thousands of years. They can very much fully control the loop and the island without the 0 point being in their hands. They probably did it through the bunkers too. The IO or the government, once the event in season 6 happened, they figured out how there is a big hidden thing about this place. So they tried their best to find it and it all led to the vault holding the 0 point. Once it opened, the first person we saw was Singularity or the Everything, who has many names. The Everything took this human form so she can join the IO once they found her. She joins them and shows how much they can do with this powerful orb. But just like how the imposter mode shows us, this character betraying IO, or even the spy Joey alien and Foundation being a former IO member. The Imagine Order is filled with traitors and spies, which is very much one of those. At this moment, we learned how Paradigm was in the prison of IO. Since the Everything is the one who the Seven are on the side of, she would very much want to save Paradigm from it. There was even a line in season 2 from Origin saying how it is impossible to escape IO's prison unless you get help from someone within IO itself. Origin, this absolute smart big brain man, was right. Paradigm did have help from inner IO. That was the main reason why Singularity joined IO. And since everything can change forms and looks having different names, maybe even Paradigm has no clue she was the everything and she was helping Paradigm escape. So Singularity was preparing Paradigm's escape plan ever since abusing the monster to her advantage, building a sword before the monster was even revealed. The Zero War comics even show us how at first Io was all fine with this monster. They were okay with it killing everyone and destroying the land. But someone must have brought in Io how the monster could very well be here for the 0 point itself, pose a threat to it. That someone to me is for sure Singularity. We even could somewhat see the eyes of the monsters looking through these things in the vault. The Io when thinking of this get extremely worried, so they listen to Singularity's idea of building a mech to fight and stop the monster. But why do you think Singularity exactly went for a mech? Because of how all of this was a plan to save Paradigm. Again, as Origin predicted it right, someone else in Io helped Paradigm to escape too. Singularity chose a mech because she knew how Io would be forced to use Paradigm for piloting it because she has a unique connection to technology. This forced the Io to tell Paradigm what is going on and how she must on their terms and how they want to control the mech to kill the monster. And Io also tells Paradigm if she refuses they will go for plan B, which is to build a collider and wipe out the monster and the land with it. So the collider and doomsday device has always been a plan B in season 9. The plan A has always been a mech. And because of that, Paradigm feels forced to accept it. But you really think how Io would let Paradigm, one of her most important, one of their biggest prisoners, have her old suit to do all of these things? Like, here you go, your 7 suit, nah, take it. We know how strong this suit it is, but David, it's fine. Hell nah! She would need a new suit for this mission. The Io would not give her her 7 suit. That's where yet again Singularity comes into play. She mods one of her own suits and gives it to Paradigm for the mission, while making this suit perfect enough for Paradigm to survive the Ice Moon and for her not to die in there. Now, how would Singularity know that Paradigm would go into the Ice Moon? Well, that's because the Ice Moon comes from the Frozen Realm. It was moved by the Ice King into Reality Zero because he looks at this realm as the safest place to keep his collection and himself hidden. While the Frozen Realm has a base of Reality Warriors, which I've explained how it probably is the base of the 7. And this statue being the Everything or Singularity, probably an older form of her known more by the 7. Paradigm being a Reality Warrior would know a lot about this reality and everything related to it. She might even be from this place. So when escaping after killing the monster, Paradigm would see the moon and it would feel familiar to her, using it as a hiding place from Io. And the suit from Singularity was modified in a way to be enough for keeping her alive here. But back to Singularity now that her main task is finished. There are 3 options on her side now. 1, the Io could have figured out how she's a traitor and take her into their prison, which is the most unlikely one, but is still possible. 2nd, she's still spying inside of Io using them, meaning that she could very well return alongside Geno himself, probably at the end of chapter 4. Even kind of showing us how she cannot contact the 7 a lot because she would be spotted by the Io. Or the last chance is that she left the Io and went into hiding from the nothing. But Singularity creating the sword and preparing Paradigm's prison break plan before monsters was even revealed or Jonesy freed. And her knowing how to modify her suit in a way to keep Paradigm alive in a frozen realm. And so much more shows me how just like the last reality and Geno, she could very well also be seeing visions of the future. If a banana in collision or a friend eating dirty fit could see the vision of future, why not Geno and everything goddess? That should explain why Singularity did not tell the 7 how Paradigm escaped, or even the other things that she has not told them. Maybe the 7 freeing the Paradigm from the Ice Moon too early mentally or the way they would act. The choices they would make after knowing too much would become extremely harmful to everything's plan and lead into our death by the nothing. This storyline is like a huge chess game between everything and nothing. They need to play their moves the best and most carefully they can. Stay behind, hidden, let their soldiers do everything. Now let me know your own theories down in the comments. And click on this video on your screen to learn a lot about the 5 most important realities in the Fortnite storyline.